Howdy folks, and welcome to this Let's Play of PlanetBase. Playing on planet type F, I believe it is called. So what we're going to do is we're going to carry on from the end of the last saved game. And we're going to, of course, make sure we're going to have a fun session today. In the last session, which was the first session on this particular planet, we had started our base. Initially I made a bit of a mistake in terms of building a control panel too soon. Which of course meant that people couldn't sleep anymore because I'd used up the resources, so I couldn't build a dorm anymore. But we built a new extension here, or basically destroyed that control center. Got our dorm in place, so people are able to sleep now. We just need to make sure that we keep an eye on our actual energy consumption. Sometimes that's a little bit higher than I actually want it to be, but that's, yeah, we can live with that for the moment. Okay, just shut that building down. So at least we can prioritize the actual windmill. Now at the end of the last session we'd also basically traded with the trade ship, so there's still a few spare parts lying here waiting for us to pick them up. Extra colony ship coming in, an extra worker, good. Can always use extra workers at the moment, particularly with the mine going on. Now one of the things I will need to build shortly as well is an extra storage facility. Peapod has been built. We're at 17 people now. Ooh, looks like I'm actually starting to go through my energy reserves here relatively quickly. Maybe another solar panel in a minute would be a good idea. I think to bear in mind again, this particular planet is not really too friendly towards solar panels. It's a very energy shy planet, or sun shy planet I probably should say. One of the things I will want to do, I want to make sure I got an extra means of accessing this area here. So I'm going to build a base around it, but I do want to have an airlock on the inside here. So at least people can go in and out where needed. Positive balance here in terms of energy production, so that shall fill this one up here shortly, the collector. And we'll get another collector built shortly after. More colonists coming in, always good. Medicinal plant pad has been built. So storage is at 75%. Other bunkers have been built. Good. So a bit more extra sleeping space here. Extra food production facilities should be built here as well shortly. So extra starch can be put into this processing facility. 2 more required there. Let's prioritize this one. The windmill maybe. Actually it doesn't make a difference really, does it? No. So I want to prioritize that one. The sun solar collector. 2 more colonists, taking us to 21 people now. I did actually already mention it last time, we need to build ourselves a medical facility. Med bay or a sick bay. 1 metal, 1 bioplastic. Looks like we got some broken bones, which need to be healed. This person will otherwise die. He's got trauma injury. Same with this one and that one as well. So if I decommission this one, that will actually give me access to some extra metal. So I'm not going to build that one yet. Okay, solar panel is being built, which is fine. As long as I can get my medical bay up, I need 2 metals for that. 2 pieces of metal. Right, let's deprioritize that one. Priority should really be given to the metal production and so forth here. Yes, I know you got trauma injuries and I would love to heal you, but I can't yet. Our doctors are just sitting idle at the moment. So let's get that processing done here. Gives me my bioplastics and other stuff in just a minute. And it looks like my storage facilities are really full to the brim at the moment. So that will be on my to-do list in a second. So that's 2 metals, bioplastic. Med bay will be built in just a second. Allow me to heal these sick, poor people. "21 colonists, taken up to 23 now." So on my priority list I will need to place on there also an extra airlock and so forth, but also a oxygen production facility. That's where the empty space is. So in reality I want to basically make sure I can expand my base in this direction. Oxygen this way. Right, I can actually get rid of some of my excess stuff here now. I'm going to be trading away some of my food. 60% commission. I know it's not great, but I do need a bit of space. So that's 125 I could potentially get for that. I will basically buy some spares for that. I will also buy some medical supplies for that, which of course are some of the more expensive items. Maybe let's steer clear of that for the moment, the medical supplies. That should do. So give me a little bit of extra space in my storage facility, which I will need for the moment being. Medicinal plants will come here shortly as well. spare parts. How are we doing in spare parts? We've got 5. And of course we will be getting a few more. Another 13 food pending on their side. They will slowly head their way, but yeah, it's not instant. Standing at 23 people, and we still need to put 3 food in there, so that's 2, now 1 more to go. And the last bit of food is being taken there, which would mean I'll be getting access to my spares. Cool, 2 spares lying there already. The storage has been built. Next one to prioritize there is, of course, okay, let's get everybody back into the base. Still 2 medical supplies left, is that it? That does mean I need to build a lab shortly as well. The lab is one of those facilities where we can actually turn our medical leaves, or medicinal leaves I should say, into medkits. Typically what I have seen is you want to basically ideally place that such that you don't get too much traffic through there. So it's really at the dead end of a particular section. Actually you can get traffic through there, that's not a big problem, but yeah, it just seems to work better if you don't get traffic through there. Prioritizing the airlock should make it possible for me to, of course, get stuff out of here significantly quicker on this side. Thirsty person. Not a trade ship. Ooh, 35% is good, isn't it? So let's give him some more of my food. $17 of my food. Yeah, that should do. Right, extra oxygen being produced here now. Building up our reserves is also in here. Airlock's been built. Which means people can actually get into the base from here now. If they want to, that is. Still 5 food to go. They're all, of course, on their way. We'll get there. Priority is given here to the actual processing. Again, I'm going to build some extra beds in here. I've got a bit of surplus in terms of bioplastics that I needed now. Can I build an extra TV in there? Potentially. was going to build ourselves an extra wind turbine, wasn't I? Larger one being built this time. The next building I want to build here is a factory, I think. Up to 28 people. Sweet. Reason for building a factory, of course, is I want to be able to build my own spare parts. Build a bit of a circle around here. So really that airlock is for internal maintenance on this area here. Question is, do I really want to have that internal maintenance here? I kind of have to, because I've already built the solar panel and I'm now building the wind turbine there. So yeah. Okay. More colonists inbound. Look at that. Once the wind drops at night, you really are in a clinch, aren't you? Wind's picking up again. I would say I would have to build an extra storage facility again for energy. More beds, I guess. Are all part of the equation that we're basically trying to get through here. Right, 3 to go actually. Because I need 1 for the building and of course 1 for the connecting tunnel. That does mean, of course, I need to build an extra processing facility here as well. Alright guys, let's get that one built. Spare parts workshop facility. Have I still got enough medical supplies? No, I'm running short of those. Smoke connection on this one. It's been built. Just a connection here. And ultimately I want to get that little circle here created like I mentioned. Yes. Run out of medical supplies. They don't have spares, do they? No. No spares at all. They do sell extra ore. I can do without that for the moment being, I think. Cool. We run out of spares, we run out of medical supplies. The medical supplies should be dealt with shortly. Alright, that will be built in a second as well. Yes, you ran out of spares, I know. We're building ourselves some spares. Good. Alright, let's get those built straight away. So if I do have the capacity for it, I should be able to connect extra bits up. Unfortunately, there's no means of connecting these two buildings here at the moment, which is, yeah, okay. I gotta live with that. That's fine. Trade ship has landed. They do have some spares, which I could potentially buy. Expensive ship though. So they dismissed them for that very, very reason. Cool. Gonna build another biodome here. We've run out of medical supplies, is what they keep on saying. Well, we're working on it. There we go, medical supplies. As requested. At least we can now deal with the trauma injuries. In terms of people, we're at 38, which actually means we are now using the fact that we needed that second oxygen generator fully. Well, fully in the sense that we are no longer having to deal with lots of hassle. Perfect. We need 2 more metals over there. In terms of resources, I've got a few items of ore inside, which is fine. I might want to consider building another spares workshop. So the need for the security status is being alleviated. It's passed. Water production is on a good level, I'd say. I've got people standing around here not doing anything. A worker. I've got a single mine at the moment. I will need to build myself a second mine not too long from now. I might already start looking for a position for a mine. Well, let's come back onto that shortly. Commission, pretty poor again. Right, just some bioplastics to be used for that purpose. Can't really say I'm shy of my bioplastic, so that's good. We've run out of spares, really. Well, let's build some spares then. Colonist, ship, engineer and a worker. And I guess, looking at the clock, it is actually time for us to call it a day. So I'm going to save away the game, and let's save away this game 34. And we're going to exit the game. Thanks again for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.